I know they like to run a lot of outside zone. What does that do for you guys inside?
Yeah, front side, we got to just do a good job of getting penetration and knocking it back. And backside, we got to do a good job of closing. It's going to be a real physical game. They got a real physical offensive line, and they love to run the ball. They got a young quarterback, too. We expect them to lean on the run game.
How much of, you mentioned Renner, how much of a challenge is he, how much have you seen of him, and how much of a challenge is his ability to kind of get out of the pocket?
Yeah, he was bringing them back in that Commanders game. I think the main thing with these quarterbacks, especially these young ones coming in, is making sure we just bottle them in in the pocket, and not let them get out the pocket. We get him running around and all that kind of stuff. He can hurt us with his legs, and he can stand plays. So, got to just keep him in the pocket and contain him.
I guess how much of an energy and a boost did you guys get when you were able to get Cooper back in the mix and just the impact that he made so early in that last game?
Yeah, it's huge. He makes a lot of plays. He's a playmaker. It's somebody that we definitely leaning on and, expect to make a lot of plays for us. He's been doing a great job all season, we got to just continue to do that.
This isn't like a veteran in the room, obviously, but when that third game last year, the Saints game, you guys are down 17-0, and you saw what Love, just his poise and just, to not, just the offense as a whole, not giving up, you guys as well, but were you thinking at that time, all right, we're going to be all right, kind of the changing of the guards, it was his home opener, just seeing what they did in that fourth quarter?
Yeah, that was a huge win for us, and really, turn things around. We had confidence, always had confidence in Jordan. It was great. It was a great win for us. It was great.
I don't mean to make you feel old because you're not even 30 yet, but I think you're the only guy in here who Goody didn't bring in. What do you think of just the job he's done in putting this group together? Since the last 2 years, are really the first two since he's been here where it's truly his team.
Yeah, I've been a part of a lot of great teams here, I think this is one of the best, just based off of just our depth. We got a lot of great players at the top of the depth chart and all that kind of stuff, but the more you look at our depth, we got a lot of guys that can play. It hasn't been like that in years past. They've been doing a great job of drafting and all that kind of stuff, and just bringing some dogs in here.
I know you haven't locked a playoff spot yet, but you're probably going to make the playoffs 2 years in a row as the youngest team in the league. What's the key to a young team winning in this league, even in big moments?
Honestly, I just feel like we just all just getting better, and we just using the season as just that. Every single day we coming in to work to get better, and not worried about the outside or not worried about wins or losses, just trying to get the next one. And a lot of them don't know much about the playoffs and all that kind of stuff, and that's good too. I think they just continuing to just get better the next game after next game, and I think that's important.
Was there a part of you that thought that there would be more growing pains than there have been? With the youngest team, like Matt mentioned, 2 years in a row, did you think maybe at all that things would take a little longer than they have to become what they have 2 years in a row making the playoffs?
It hasn't been too many years where we had bad teams, so that's why I signed back. Honestly, we always got a great team, I got full confidence in that, and we got to put the work in, and it's all about just doing your job, honestly. No matter what year you're coming in, if you're playing fast, and able to do your job, it's gonna work out for you.
Being the elder statesman, I guess, of this team, how have you grown as kind of being the role model for a young group?
It's been cool. It's been cool just being able to lead these guys and help them get to where they're trying to get to. A lot of these guys are in their first or second year, I'm 3 contracts in the 9th year, so anything I can do to help them, I'm always willing to do that.
You've been asked this probably a ton, but what does it mean to you to be the Man of the Year nominee?
I'm honored. It's my second time, and never take it for granted. And my family and myself, just giving back to the community. We always been doing this since I was a kid, and for it to be recognized, it was cool.
Who was a role model for you that inspired you to continue to want to help people?
I'll probably say really just my parents. Really, you know, I watch my mom, my pops, you know, give everything to people, give their last to people, and you know, they just instilled that in me.
What's your favorite thing that you do to kind of help out people?
I would say my camps. You know, I hold some big camps during the off season. I have probably like 200, 300 kids come out. You know, we bring a lot of kids from they got incarcerated parents and all that kind of stuff to the camps, and yeah, it's a great deal.
Not to open up old wounds, but I think the last time you were the Man of the Year nominee in 18, someone stole from your toy drive, your charity. Do you still do that? And I guess, what do you remember that, and how did that kind of like change maybe your thought process about this?
I mean, yeah, that was crazy. Yeah, back then, but I mean, we just held it a couple days ago, and it all went well, and it was a big turnout. But you know, it is what it is in those situations. You know, you gotta, you know, that's just everyday life, especially in California. You know, guys are on their last, and you know, trying to, you know, whatever they're trying to do. So it is what it is on those.
Not to monopolize your time about this, but a lot of guys are doing charity work on their time as well. How much do you kind of maybe push guys to give back more? I know Sheed seems like he does a ton, but you being that example in that regard, how do you kind of get guys out of the community to do things, whether it's here at home?
Yeah, definitely. You know, I think it's always important, you know, to just give back, especially to the younger generations and these kids. Like, you know, back then I didn't have nobody coming up and having camps, you know, holding toy drives or all that kind of stuff. And me being able to you know, wake up one day and have a chance to go see an NFL player, I never had that. So I know it means a lot, you know, for those kids to see us, you know, in those communities and all that kind of stuff, and it gives them hope, especially in our areas. So yeah.